This is Indie Kid 811, and the topic I want to speak on or discuss is dark skin versus light skin. And a few things that I want to cover in this discussion is the origin of the separatism, uh, the miseducation of melanin, why light skin is better, preference versus discrimination, and those are some of the things that I want to cover. So I'm going to jump right into this thing. I want to first discuss the origin of it. And when discussing the origin of this separatism between two, I guess, different types within the same type, we couldn't do that without discussing the Willie Lynch speech. And I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to cover the facts that are in the speech. That only target the separatism against the African slave. And it goes like this: I have a foolproof method for controlling your black slaves. It will control the slaves for at least 300 years. I have outlined a number of differences among the slaves, and I take these differences and make them bigger. I use fear, distrust, and envy for control purposes. The methods have worked on my modest plantation in the West Indies, and it will work throughout the South. Take this simple little list of differences and think about them. On top of my list is age, but it's only there because it starts with an A. The second is color or shade. There is intelligence, size, sex, sizes of plantations, status on plantations, attitude of owners, whether the slaves live in the valley, on the hill, east, west, north, south, have fine hair, coarse hair, or is tall or short. Now you have a list of differences. I shall give you an outline of action, but before that I shall assure you that distrust is stronger than trust and envy stronger than adulation, respect or admiration. The black slaves, after receiving this indoctrination, shall carry on and will become self-refueling and self-generating for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. Don't forget, you must pitch the old black male versus the young black male versus the old black male. You must use the dark-skinned slaves versus the light-skinned slaves, and the light-skinned slaves versus the dark-skinned slaves. You must use the female versus the male and the male versus the female. Alright. You must also have white servants and overseers who distrust all blacks, but it is necessary that our slaves trust and depend on us. They must love, respect, and trust us only, or only us. So that's the Willie Lynch letter, which kind of gives you an idea of the problems that we still hold on to today. And another thing that I want to discuss is the miseducation of melanin, because if we knew anything about melanin, we would not adhere to the situation and separatism within our community. Okay, and the thing about melanin is created in the pineal gland, and the ancients considered this the seat of the soul. But the pineal gland creates melanin so that your body, picks up a dark hue to fight off the UV rays of the sun, and then it also allows your body or your the skin to absorb the rays of the sun, so that you can be provided with vitamin D. So if we knew this, the importance of skin tone, I don't think it will be used as a discriminatory instrument. And another question that I like to ask is, why is light skin better? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is it better? And we can first think about the imagery that we see on TV, the music videos. Not only the music videos, but the movies. And even today, there's a wide movement of multicultural films. I don't really want to say multicultural because it just seems like they're putting black men with white women in most of the movies, and that's just what it seems like, especially today. Um, and I think the reason we look at light skin as being better is because, back in the days of old, it was kind of like the lust for the forbidden fruit, and the forbidden fruit being the white woman. And I think we look at it today like, because I believe that there's still tension between some brothers who want to talk to white women, but just don't know if they are into black guys or whatever. So instead of talking to a white woman, they just talk to a light-skinned sister who is probably the next best thing, because she has all the black features and the white skin, what I'm saying, or the light skin. So, I guess that could be one reason that this is an issue. Another thing is, or a problem that I see myself is preference versus discrimination. Like, I think it's all right if you want to date like a light-skinned woman because it's something about that specific woman that attracts you. I don't think we should, people should, or blacks should be going around saying, oh, I just date red bones, or I just like red bones. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it was an ignorant comment made by Young Berg, who sometime back said he doesn't date dark butts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ignorance like this that just, that just rattle my cage a little bit, because we come from a highly melanated people. So this shows you that we still carry on a slave mentality. So niggas walk around here thinking they free. You not free. You still a slave, because you still perpetuate what's talked about in the Willie Lynch letters. So I think we need to rid ourselves of this ignorance. But if you prefer a lighter woman over a dark one, let it be because you just like this particular woman. Don't just single out all dark-skinned women and no shit like that, because I look at Janelle Monáe. You know what I'm saying? She's a beautiful dark-skinned woman, and I think she's beautiful because of who she is, not because her skin is dark. It's just because she's, look at her features. She's a beautiful woman. Then I think Lisa Ray is bad. Not because of her light skin, but because she's a beautiful person. And the thing is, both of them are black. That's the beauty of being black. You know what I'm saying? You can get the qualities that you want in a white woman and a black woman. And, if you want to be more rooted in, your black presence, then sure, you can date the darkest of the dark, which is, a nice, beautiful, darker hued woman. And I don't think there should be a problem with that. But I really just made this video to see where people's minds are at. I want people to respond to this, leave messages, comments, because I want to know what your opinion is. And I think I'm gonna wrap it up and close it up with that.